This tutorial is all about writing to describe.
A simple way to get started when you're writing to describe is to consider the 5 senses: sight, sound, touch, smell and taste.
Now, you're going to have a go at describing your first day at school. Here's some notes to help you get down to it. Think about the 5 senses. Firstly, starting from the top at 12 o'clock, school dinner jerk chicken, dry mouth, nervous. I can feel the weight of my school satchel in my hands. Children laughing, lots of new faces and a smiling teacher.
Now you've got to plan what order you're going to write about these in. I think it makes sense to start my descriptive writing with how I'm personally feeling. So I'm going to start with the fact that I feel nervous and my mouth is dry, and I'm going to talk about the weight of my school satchel. Next up, I'm going to start considering those around me. So in my next paragraph, I'm going to talk about the children that are laughing, the sound that I can hear, and the faces that I can see. And finally, I'm going to have a separate paragraph for the ending because the emotion's going to change. Now I'm feeling happy because I know I'm having some jerk chicken and the day is getting better. I've got to remember, though, in this plan to start to think about some connectives between my paragraphs to link them. Because my piece of writing gets happier towards the end and I'm starting to feel more settled at my new school, I might use the connective however between paragraph 2 and paragraph 3.
Now, we're going to look at how to get a high grade and what to look at when you're trying to deliver this content. These are some devices and vocabularies to use. Starting again at the top, we're going to look at repetition. Jerk chicken, jerk chicken, jerk chicken. This is the best ever day. Going on, simile. It feels like my mouth is the desert. Personification. The satchel dragged my arm to the floor. Juxtaposition. Laughter and tears. What distinguishes them and me? Some high vocabulary will be needed as well. Benevolent.
Now I can begin writing. When I'm writing, I've got my plan for the paragraphs, I'm covering the senses, and I know, especially if I'm aiming for a high grade, that I need to use high-level vocabulary and a range of devices. I'm like a peacock and I need to show all of my feathers, all of the things I'm capable of. When I'm writing, I need to make sure that I'm using a range of sentence types. I need to use simple sentences. These are short, I love English. Compound sentences, I love English and hate maths. Sentences that are joined with a connective. And finally, complex sentences. Although Miss moans, I still love English, where we're given that extra bit of information. Again, I need to make sure I'm showing the examiner that I can use all 3. Also, remember how you start your sentences. Lots of people start sentences with I and the, and this is boring for the examiner. So try starting with the adverb, slowly, or the verb, walking into the school gates, or maybe the adjective, beautiful.
Now, you need to remember to write your answer in full prose. Prose simply means writing in full sentences and use paragraphs as well.
Finally, you're going to edit your work for the below. First of all, read through and check punctuation. As an absolute minimum, all sentences need to start with a capital letter and end with a full stop or a question mark, depending. If I'm aiming for a higher level, again, I'm that peacock, I need to show them that I can use colons, semicolons, hyphens, ellipses. Again, check through, make sure that you've shown them all the kinds of sentences you can write: simple, compound, complex, short and long to build tension. Then I need to check through for my spelling and upgrade words. We don't want words like big, good or nice. The examiner will love it if they see that you cross those out and upgrade those. Finally, I'm going to check for connectives between my paragraphs and within them. And lastly, I'm going to double check that I've put those lovely devices in.